excuse me bobble at, it's bloody freezing. That's how cold it is in here. It's probably not actually that cold, but because I washed my hair and I've just sat down playing, I feel freezing, so I've put my bobble hat on. This is the shape of things to come, kids. It really is, because I remember this last year. It's really cold, this house. It's ridiculous. So, oh, you've just seen all my junk. Look, I've not put my clothes away. Never mind. And there's Badger sleeping on the chair, as always. I thought it was easier to put you in my holder than hold you with my wiggly hand. So I have been doing this course and it's been brilliant, absolutely brilliant. I will link it in the description. Came across this lady on YouTube this week. She just came up in my For You page and watched one of her videos and I was like, oh, this is good. And then realised that she had a quiz. I love quizzes. I'm quiz mad. So I did the quiz and then she had a free course to do. So I've been doing that and it's to find your style. Now, if you've followed me for many, many, many moons, you will know that I have been all over the place. Bit of glue or something fell off me then. Been all over the place. I just make what I like, really. And I have phases of making different things and then going into different other things, as you know. And my last phase was all my childhood kind of memory paintings. But I have been thinking quite a lot lately, what am I doing? What am I even doing? So doing the style challenge was really good. And basically what you do is make up a Pinterest board of all the artwork that you love. So I've already got loads of Pinterest boards. If you want to look at my Pinterest boards, it's dottydelightful on Pinterest. I think I've got 80 odd Pinterest boards. Anyway, so you'll get a little vision into my brain. And on Pinterest, you make up a board and it's all the different styles that you love of paintings or artwork or sculptures or whatever it is. And you save them all on this board and then you go through them and you look what are the 3 common denominators out of the whole thing. So some people it'll be colour, like me. I'm really colourful. I love colour. Other people it'll be line. Other people it'll be tone. She calls it value, and that's like the American version of tone. You know, the light and the shade of how dark and light things are, the colours and everything. Some people are the shapes. Some people really like shapes. Some people like form, whatever it is. And you go through it and then you will see a visual representation of the things that you actually really love. And mine are colour, no surprise. It's collage, also no surprise, because you know, like I like to collage my zines. Love sticking and gluing and cutting. And the third one was a surprise, still life. Now, I love doing still life, but I do it very rarely, very, very rarely. I have got a favourite painting of mine that I have kept and I've not sold it, and it is a still life, bizarrely. And I've also got pages in my sketchbooks from uni. They're all still life. But it's something that I wouldn't actually sit down and go, oh, do you know what, I'm going to paint a still life today. In my brain, still life means college or university work, like you set it up and then you do it, and it's more like an art practice to hone your skills. That's kind of what it feels like. So it's something that I never actually just sit down and do, and I don't think, oh, I'm gonna do a still life today. Isn't that weird? But I do love it. I do love it. So, and this is what shone through on my board. And birds. Now, I do like a bird. I have got actually, how am I surprised? When I look around my studio on my wall, I have got loads of paintings from other people with birds on. In fact, I think they pretty much all have birds on. And my don't kick pigeons, that's a bird. Oh, bless you, Badger. You did a big sneeze then. honestly, you know, sometimes when you realise something and you just go, duh, of course, that's one of these moments. So birds and nature, no surprise there either, is there? So I was like, oh, this is really good, because it's almost given me permission, not that I needed it, but sometimes as a creative we need that little nudge, don't we, to create something that includes collage, still life and colour and a bird. So that's what I'm going to do. So I've been making these backgrounds and I just really want them to dry quickly so I can get painting on them. But in the meantime, while they are drying, I'm going to actually paint some birds, because I think what I'm going to do is cut them out and stick them on the top when the painting's finished. So I think that's my next part in this creative mission. So you tell me, what have you been making recently? Have you been doing anything different? It'll be really interesting if you go on that lady's course. It's all free, it's brilliant, she's done such a great job. And if you go on it and you see what your style is, and let me know in the comments, let me know if you do it and see what your style is. But yeah, sometimes the most glaringly obvious things are all around you already and you just don't take any notice of them. It's all refining and tweaking and growing and learning, and that's totally fine, isn't it? It really is. It is totally fine. I want to show you my still life. So this is my still life that I did it about 3 years ago in this house. I remember doing it, and I did it for a painting project. Hang on, the dog's in the bin. Get out of the bin. All that's in there is paper, so I don't know why he's in the bin. I did it for a painting project for my creative circle on Facebook to show them how to do a still life. So I really like it because it's got all different kind of patterns and texture on it. And I think this is why I like it so much. I've not normally done this before. Like all different, and I really love the shape of my teapot. I did the teapot really nice. So that's my still life that I did. Really lovely. I'll just pop this over here. There we go. I might actually leave it there for inspiration. And I'll show you the still life that I've done in my art book. So these are for uni. I'll just find them. So this is the original drawing that I did, and I realised within the picture that it actually says joy in it, which is weird, or not, because I'm full of joy. I do find it weird that I'm in a bobble hat talking to you. Oh, that isn't still life, hang on. That's the still life off that same painting. So basically what I did was do the same painting in all different colourways. To see what colours I liked. This would have probably been much easier to show you on the table, wouldn't it? I've committed now. So there it is in pink. And I extracted different parts of it to draw. Let's see, and then we've got it in blue. See what I mean about the colour? I really love colour. And then I did it in this multicolour colourway, and then that was just a leaf bit from it. So drawing something over and over again really helped me figure out the different areas of it. And this was a pen one, like different biro, so that was quite nice, shading it in with cross hatching. And then these are the leaves out the top, so I've drawn the still life and then taken an element from them. So it's pretty obvious really. Oh, that was that in that bit. It's pretty obvious really when I start looking at things like that I go, oh yeah, I really like doing that. So I'm excited. So these are the backgrounds so far. They're just drying. I've got that one and that one, and then I've got two over here, that one and that one. That's really wet. I put a bit too much Mod Podge on that one. But yeah, these are what I've been doing, and then I'm really excited to, when they're all dry, to paint over these. Oh, it's going to be so good. And I've been using the botanical kits that I sell for zine making. I've been using some of the elements out of there to stick on, so that's quite exciting. So it's a little while now since I've started painting and doing the formula that is still life, colour and collage. Oh my goodness, I am loving it. I am loving it so much. So I've made 3 paintings so far. 2 are finished and 1 is a work in process, and I want to show you them. But before I show you them, I want to say that having this structure and this boundary around what I'm creating is so helpful. I think that's why the zines have been so good for me, because there's a structure to them. There are a certain amount of pages, there's a certain layout, but then in them I can do anything. This is the same. This is exactly the same. And for somebody that has got no boundaries creatively, then I didn't realise how much that impacted my creative practice. If you can hear a noise, it's because Badger's snoring. And if you're new here, Badger's our dog. It's not an actual badger. But I didn't realise that freedom, how much that was actually impacting my creativity, because when the world's your oyster and you can do anything, you're kind of like a bit overwhelmed and like, oh, I can do anything, what should I do? And I found that I just randomly do random things. This has given me a proper structure to follow, but in the same way it's freedom, because colour, collage and still life can still be anything within that. Oh, I am loving it. I am absolutely loving the process. And also I feel like, oh wow, this is actually the thing. It's taken me a long time, a long time. I went to art college when I was 16. I wanted to be a fashion designer, and then I got pregnant at 17 and sadly had to drop out of college because I was so poorly from the pregnancy. And then I did fashion and textiles when I was in my 20s, but by then I had 3 children and I was a single mum to all of them. So it didn't really get any further than that. I opened my own shop. I had a vintage and handmade shop that sold all sorts of lovely stuff. I made loads of handmade clothes. And yeah, over the years I've done loads of stuff. So I am 49 now. And I've been painting since my 20s. Like, I painted when I was at art college, but painting for myself since my 20s. So I've been doing it for years, and I have painted loads of different things over that time. This feels like home. Painting these still lives feel like home. So let me show you what I've been doing so far. So it's quite a dull day today because it's rainy. So this is a little one that I've done. I'll show you them, but I'll put them in front of the window so you can actually see. Can you see them? That side's better. Look. So this is a little one that I've done. Just finished this one before. It's been pouring down all day. It's been very miserable. This is one that I'm working on. This is not finished yet. So I'm trying to get out of the way so you can see in the light. So I'm just working on this one, and I really like this area. This is my favourite area so far on this one. And then this one that I've finished, I'll just get it off the easel if I can. Oh, nearly dropped it. This was the first one that I did on this side. This is the first one that I did, and I really love this one. And the techniques that I've learned over the years, I've been using in these paintings. For example, the collaging all the papers and making the edges stand out. I've done that in loads of my different work. Adding stenciling. I love adding stenciling to my work. Where's the other bit? Here. So I've got tons of different stencils. I've got tons of different stencils that I love using for my work. All different ones. You can tell the ones that I use the most of because they're the ones that have got the most paint still on. I used to wash them all the time. I did start off washing them, and then in the end I just gave up. This is a really lovely one. It's really hard to see. It's very delicate. Yeah, I just stopped washing them in the end. I thought, oh, never mind. But I do love collecting stencils, and I would collect more and more if I could. And using them in my work is like an extra layer. So there are things that I've been doing for a long time, like this is stenciled. There is a lot of things that I've been doing in this time that is all coming together to make these paintings. So of course, you know, experimenting and playing and doing all the different things for the different work over the years has all led me to this. It's not like I've just woke up and gone, oh yeah, I'll do that. It's like I know I've got a formula, but I didn't realise I had a formula. And I think the thing is, because I didn't know what that formula was, I just did loads of random things all the time. This feels good. This feels like coming home. So I'm going to carry on and do more of these, see how they develop and grow. I've been copying images that I've saved for ages. These are from Country Living. I've had these pinned to my wall because I've got all different things on my wall for inspiration. I've had them pinned there for about 3 years. So when I was downstairs, when my studio was downstairs, they were downstairs with me, and then I moved them up here. And I saved them because they inspired me, and I didn't know why. And now I do because I'm using them. Look at this background that I've started. So I've started this background, and I need to paint and add on that. I've not sketched on that one just yet. I'm not sure what to do on that one just yet. And then just move some things out of the way. And then this one, I have done the background and I've started sketching on. So it's a little bit hard to see really, that. There's like a jug and things on it. So I started sketching on that. The trouble is with this one, I put too much glue on and it's gone wrinkly. You can see it's quite wrinkled, but it's fine. It's okay, that one. So I really highly recommend, I'll link Wendy's course in the description. Really highly recommend you give it a go. It's free to do, which is incredible. It's amazing. And it really has helped me find my style. And I will share my Pinterest board with you now so you can see it and you can see what mine looks like. And obviously yours is going to look completely different because you'll like different things to me, but it's really, really helpful. Paintings are for sale, so if you fancy a painting that you've seen, do get in touch with me. Or if you would like me to create one specially for you, then let me know. You can either message me on any social media. I'm on all social media as dottydelightful, or send me an email. I'll pop that in the description too. Thank you for watching my video. Don't forget to like and subscribe. I release a video every week-ish. I really try to. Some are about creativity, some are about slow living and allotmenting, some are about Jesus, and some are about where I live in a lovely city called Lancaster in the northwest of UK. So do join me again for my next video, and if you can share this with somebody else that you think might like it, I would appreciate it very, very much. I've got 2 Patreon pages if you would like to come and see behind the scenes, get access to free downloads and many, many more things. One is called Dotty Delightful. That is all about creativity, about life, recipes, slow living, books, movies that I really enjoy and want to share with you, and allotmenting, growing veg and things like that. And then Her Way Home is all about Jesus, Bible studies, and connecting to other like-minded women who may be like me and have come from New Age and now have got a relationship with God. So they're 2 different Patreons, and you can be a free member and you can be a paid member. Thank you so much to the paid members on my Patreon. I want to give you a big shout out and say I appreciate every single one of you. Because of you and your lovely companionship and membership and support, you enable me to carry on doing what I'm doing. So a big shout out to my Patreons. See you soon.